Kamelot, an American power metal band from Tampa Bay, Florida, formed by Thomas Youngblood in 1987 with Norwegian vocalist Roy Khan, who shares songwriting credit with Youngblood until Roy's departure in April of 2011. Youngblood announced on their website that their new vocalist would be Swedish singer Tommy Karavik, who was first featured on Kamelot album Silverthorn. As of April 2025, Kamelot has released 13 studio albums, 3 live albums, and 2 live DVD and 12 music videos. The name was originally suggested by Youngblood's mother, since she loved John F. Kennedy. In 1988, they recorded the song Breaking the Silence, composed by Youngblood and Warner for Tampa Bay's Metal Mercenaries. In 1991, Sean Tibbetts joined as bass guitarist. Bob Beck was replaced on vocalist by Mark Vanderbilt, and Dirk Van Tilburg left the band. In 1992, Glenn Barry replaced Sean Christians as bass guitarist, and the following year the band recorded its second demo. In 1998, Mark Vanderbilt was unable to tour, and Roy Khan was recruited as the lead vocalist.
I am the king of honor, gold and glory, but every king was also died. Have I been just so righteous? What is glory? I know I told her take life.
When Roy Khan was selected, he had to prove himself by skydiving with the band. I personally like Roy Khan as a vocalist. With these 2 new band members, Kamelot released its 3rd studio album. The band took its first tour later that year, playing shows across Europe. Following their first European tour and the departure of keyboardist Pavliko, the band returned to Tampa to write music for a new album titled The Fourth Legacy, doing a tour in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Belgium, Italy, Greece, Spain, and the like. In 2005, Kamelot made its first music video for the songs The Haunting, Somewhere in Time. And here is The Haunting with guest singer Simone Simmons.
What's happening I could find? Just a trace of her love is so. Once happening she was so. Then she smothered my beliefs. One cold winter's night, I may follow her voice to the river. Somewhere in time I will find you and hunt you again, like a witch retriever. Somewhere in time when no virtues are left to defend, you fall deep. That first time recall, the memories linger on and on. What made me think you were her? Elena, is that wrong? That wrong? Nothing could bring her to life. Don't pretend I've been loving you. Once I believed she was gone, I'm corrupted from within.
In late 2006, the band returned to Gate Studios in Wolfsburg, Germany, to record the album Ghost Opera. In December of 2009, Youngblood announced the bass player, Glenn Barry, had officially left the band and had been replaced by the touring bass guitarist and former member, Sean Tibbetts. They started working on their 9th album. Kamelot published The Great Pandemonium, Hunter's Session. They also started to reveal guest musicians, Gus G. of the Greek power metal band Firewind. Their 9th studio album, Poetry for the Poisoned. While it was initially reported that the band would continue their tour with the Norwegian vocalist Michael Eriksson in Khan's place, the band later announced that it would postpone the tour with Khan, though one show was performed with Eriksson. However, on December 16th, due to Kahn's lingering illness, it was announced that Fabio Leon of Rhapsody of Fire would replace Kahn for the remainder of the tour dates. Following a period of uncertainty, Kahn and Kamelot released separate statements announcing Kahn's departure from the band. According to Youngblood, the band was already searching for a new singer, and the deadline of submissions was for January.
Have I been just a righteous walking story? I know I told her take a life, and here I stand, a small and simple man who would trade his karma for a kingdom, the sacrificial right to live the truth.
Kamelot introduced Tommy Karavik as their new official vocalist. Karavik had previously appeared as one of the guest singers at the Pandemonium World Tour. In 2012, Elisa Van Glod's announcing their 11th Kamelot album called Heaven. Elisa White Gloves appeared as guests on that album. Elisa White Gloves is the lead singer to Arch Enemy. They began a world tour to promote the album, which started in North America with the band Dragonforce as their special guests.
We carry on.
Kamelot opened up for the band Iron Maiden with shows in Russia, Greece, and Israel. In 2018, they released their 12th album, The Shadow Theory. Youngblood has stated we have material for a new album right now that we're working on. There has been a lot of band member changes in this band. I will list some of their names. If I hadn't touched upon one of the names, we want to make this video short and sweet, so I couldn't put every single name and every single artist. But this band is a great band. If you've seen this band in concert, let us know in the comments below. Which vocalist do you like best? My personal taste, it was Roy Khan. My favorite song is The Haunting with Simone Simmons. Any of you seen the show with Elisa White Glutz, lead singer of Arch Enemy? If I've pronounced some of their names wrong, I apologize. I am not an AI. I am a human being. And I'm glad to know you all. Thank you for visiting us here at the Guitar Temple, where the musician comes to mingle. And there you have it. The great band, Kamelot. Thank you for joining me here at the Guitar Temple, where the musician comes to mingle. Don't forget we have hats, t-shirts, and mugs. If you feel that you would like to help support the temple to move forward into the future. We do have a tip jar if you want to buy me a cup of coffee. It's all right. It's all right. And don't forget to press that button right down there. It says share. Would you do that for me? Would you press that button, share? Share it with a friend. They're your friends. They're your friends. Share it with a friend, okay? Thanks again for visiting us. I do appreciate you, and allow me to play you out.